Hola, parce. ¿Qué más pues? Hey, what's happening? What's happening, YouTube family? This your boy Derek here. And I'm here with my hungry dog. Dog for the day, dog for the stay. Tara! Ah, she wants the papaya. She wants the papaya. But anyways, guys, welcome to this update on the vlog to Medellin. Just documenting a quick review for the first week of stay. As you can see, guys, there's a lot happening, right? Planes coming down and whatnot. Planes coming down, dogs barking, papaya loving dogs. But anyways, things are coming along. Let's just try to find a good angle here. There we go. There we go. All right. Perfect. So I just wanted to do a quick video review about the current experience in Medellin. It's 1 week. It's been about just over 1 week that I've been in the city. And from my initial experience, this city is really full of surprises. A lot of surprises that are just awaiting at every corner, either getting lost or finding new things or meeting new people or just having a new fresh perspective on things. So Medellin has been a real blessing, every day delivering on that. So I just wanted to shoot this quick video regarding some of the information that I would have wanted to have prior to me, coming to the country. Just so this is information for people who wanna, who could be considering visiting Medellin or coming to see what the hype is all about. This video is for you. So let's dive right in. For this video, I just want to share a couple of things that I thought were really neat, like really good discoveries while I'm here. So here, as you have seen with this dog, Tara, this perro, Tara, dogs are called perros here apparently, is that people here love dogs, right? So there's a big community of dog loving Colombians that are just up and about and just everywhere, man. Like dog parks everywhere, dog stores, there's just a whole niche of dog in here. So, and it's just starting to rain. I'm just gonna head inside real quick. We got some lights set up here, so it's not that bad, It's not that bad. We still have some good lighting options. But anyways, going back to that topic, dogs. They love dogs here in Colombia. They have different breeds of dogs, different services for dogs, a lot of different things that really cater to the dog lover. So if you're a dog lover, if you're an animal lover, Medellin's gonna be really nice for you, right? Like you'll be able to relate with a lot of the people that are just hanging out in the park because of the fact that they got a dog and you love dogs, right? So I know for sure that I got some family members out in Connecticut that just love dogs, and I know that them having just an open dog play park here, this is a very big bonus, right? If you love dogs, right? So on the other hand, us Filipinos, we do love dogs in a different way, but we still love dogs. Anyways, a different video for that. Second thing is that aside from dogs, if you're an animal lover as well, there's also a lot of birds here. A lot of birds that are just flying around. It's just like it's a reminder of the city in the forest out in Palawan, where there's really an abundance of these tropical birds that are flying around. So, you could be walking down the street and you could be hearing all of these bird sounds, and these are just real birds. Different color birds, yellow birds, blue birds, red birds. They're just everywhere, and it's just it's just good, it's just fresh and amazing that you're able to see birds just flying around and whatnot. So again, if you're an avid bird watcher, maybe not, but if you appreciate that side of nature, that natural sense of nature, then the birds, you get your bird fix for sure. All right. So another heads up for you guys that are considering Medellin, if you're like me, that just you just have somewhat of a confidence that going into a different city or a different environment is what gets you excited, then I'd say jump in and learn the Spanish as you go, because being immersed in it, that's where you get the that's where you get a lot of the, like the knowledge, the words in your head, and the execution when you just, for example, you're hungry and you got nothing, like you gotta converse and you gotta communicate, then you gotta learn what to say, like you want to ask how much things are and whatnot. So that I learned really via a lot of friction, being out there and just doing it, right? And just kind of learning from interaction. But definitely to increase your rate of adaptation, having a good grasp of the Spanish language, at least for the greetings and for the basic things, basic directions, or asking for how much things are, things like that, right? So those are some things that you want to be dialing in on, so cuánto, things like that, qué más pues, things like that. Like those are the basic greetings that are happening. There's a lot of different resources out there on YouTube as well that you can just go in, type in learn Medellin Spanish or learn Spanish, and there's just a lot of things that pop up and just really show you, how it's done and how it's said in the ground. So that's definitely some great resources to look into if you're planning on really being able to communicate. I myself, I'm going through that. You could also check out Duolingo, and here in the ground, there's a lot of different groups that offer things like that. So a lot of engagement on that end as well. So definitely want to be learning on getting up to date with your Spanish, Castellano, as they call it. All right, so but people here though, they appreciate your effort when they see that you have the effort, you're putting in the effort. They appreciate that, so they still try to communicate with you, and kind of give you directions with how they understand. You understand, but when they see that you're putting yourself out there and you're trying, they appreciate that and they do reciprocate, right? So just don't go through your fear. You don't let it come to 5 seconds. Even before 5 seconds, take some action on that and engage, right? Even if it's saying, hey, hola parce, ¿cómo estás? Buenas noches, buenas tardes, buenos días, something basic like that, right? All right, so Medellin and the city in itself, if you want to discover it, next tip I got here for you is that you gotta expect to walk, right? Because being able to just fully appreciate everything that's around you, it's such a different experience, being able to turn every corner and seeing that there's something new, and also just being able to appreciate what they've done with every nook and cranny of the city. Because at one point Medellin was known to be the most violent city in the world, I believe so, right? So, and right now what the government's done actively to combat that is they created engagement and a lot of social activity, right? So for example, they would have built, for example, in one of the barrios that had a lot of crime, they stimulated the movement of the locals in there by putting an escalator, right, and lights. So the escalator, the lights, that creates that movement. It makes it less of a shady area, things like that. And also in different places that were known to have been spots where a lot of bad things happened, they'd put up a library or they'd put up a museum or something like that to really commemorate that, right? So that's definitely something that's really good. It really stands out here in Medellin, and it's a lot of physical interaction that you need to engage yourself with. So expect to walk, which is not a bad thing, right? Just a couple of days ago, I spent like three and a half hours. That was my earlier last week, 3.5 hours is being lost. And I mean, I understood how the streets were and were not, but at the same time, just the other day, got lost with a new friend as well, and really discovered, the closer to the downtown area, La Setenta, those spots, El Estadio, But anyways, expect to walk. It's good for you. A lot of street food, a lot of fresh papaya, a lot of fresh mangoes that you can get and pick up. You can also get some tinto. Me gustaría on tinto. You want to grab maybe a tinto here or there. Try that out. It's like an espresso that they have here. It's like an espresso. Sometimes it's got sugar, sometimes it doesn't have sugar. So that's like a tiny coffee drink that you can have. All right, moving on. So, expect to walk. Yes, we covered that. Art in the architecture. Yes, we kind of walk through that as well. You're gonna meet lots of people. A lot of people are gonna engage, and a lot of people are, there's a strong Facebook community for expats and a lot of startups, a lot of people looking to share some housing, people hiring people. There's a lot of things happening if you just dial in on go into that conversation and just listen and see how you can contribute and how you can engage there as well. So there's a lot of potential to meet a lot of people. Less than a week in here, I've met, I'd say, two to three very solid, strong connections that I know I'm gonna be having a relationship with for a good amount of time, right? So that's just what's possible here when you engage and do put yourself out there. All right, so in the city itself, there's a lot of nice little travel destinations that you can go into, right? Like the different streets, the different attractions that they have, different sporting events. It's live down here, guys. So there's a lot of that you can visit, and at the same time, there's also a lot of different spots outside of the city that you can just you can access, right? So some of these would be your like the Hacienda Napoles. That's a bit of I believe 4 or 6 hours away, but that's something that a lot of people go into checking out. Cali, they want to go check out the salsa dancing in Cali. They want to check out Guatape, all of the activities there, and then just the rock, going up to that massive rock, and Cartagena, a lot of those spots. So very accessible via quick, either you're driving for quite a bit of time, a little bit of mid short 4 to 6 hour kind of time frame, or you could be flying. I'm not entirely sure. I'll get you more details on that as I make it happen. But definitely a lot of things to see, a lot of things to experience. So just a quick recap on that, guys. Some of the things that you want to be watching out for is, if you're a dog animal lover, there's a lot in here. You can connect and engage just by the fact that there's a lot of them here, and that like people here, just it gives you an idea of the personality, and also the difference between the United States dogs and the Colombian dogs. Man, that's if you're into dogs, and if you've seen those dog shows on the United States, the dogs here, they're all playful. Like there's pit bulls, there's bull terriers, and they have open leash dog parks. They have dogs that walk inside malls, right? Without a leash inside a mall, right? So that's something that tells you something about how the dogs are treated, how the demeanor of the dogs, right? But anyways, that dog conversation should be for a whole lot of different video. Back to the recap. Dogs, we got a lot of birds here as well. So if you're a bird watcher, appreciate that side of nature, that's there for you. You got to learn the basic phrases, communicating, right? Like greetings, directions, cost, money changers, time, things like that, just to get by. And of course, local expressions. If you're able to, absolutely go for it. All right, so people do appreciate your effort. They see that, and then just use that to communicate. Don't let that get you too riled up. Expect to walk. You want to see the beauty of the city downtown. There's a lot of walking tours, a lot of walking self adventures that you can go on to. Just get lost, right? Just know where how to go home, or at least get directions from that, and there you go. You're gonna meet lots of people, lots of art, lots of architecture, and lots of things to do in and out the city. So if you ever consider checking out Medellin, that's my 1 week quick rapid fire assessment on it. It's your boy Derek here, and until the next video, if you enjoyed this video, you want to check out more, want to stay up to date, feel free to subscribe, or feel free to share this video to anybody who's considering the move as well. And of course, while I'm here, feel free to reach out. I'd love to connect and see what else we can do. Anyways, thanks again for spending time and your attention and engagement. Bye-bye and God bless.